Can you say something that would help us revitalize our spiritual practices? Some of us.
Yes, absolutely. Now that is what we are going to do tomorrow. So don't miss up tomorrow. How to revitalize your spiritual practices and how to enhance your experiences and how to draw the maximum benefit from it. You see, many people here I could see on their faces are quite advanced, are being fairly advanced in their practices, and this, they began with us, but they haven't been given the knowledge yet how to put it into use, practical use. And those are the things we're going into tomorrow, which will be very interesting. So tomorrow we'll have our talks, as usual, but the emphasis will be more on the practicality, the practical side of things. Right.
Could you say a word about beauty? Why some things seem to us more beautiful than others?
Mm-hmm. Some things seem more beautiful to us than others because of our preconditioning. For example, that painting over there on the wall at the back might seem very beautiful to me, but to someone else it might seem very ugly. Right. Take a painting of Picasso, for example. To some people they would say, oh, with a one eye hanging out here, and all those square shapes of faces and, you know, the cubism and all those things might seem very, very ugly. But if you understand the art that goes into it, you would find it very beautiful. So that depends a lot upon our own personal training. For example, yesterday at Tom's house, we saw some objects that to someone else would seem nothing. But to me they were so beautiful. Even a crack in the stone was really something to see. A face carved on a piece of wood to me seemed like an ancient Chinese sage. I think I told you that, Dhanush. Yes, see. So beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. That's an old saying. How to behold and how to cultivate your eyes. Many of you need spectacles like me to see better. I'll give you the spectacles. I'm a qualified ophthalmologist. Yes. Is to learn how to see things in its true perspective. And the true perspective of everything is totally, totally beautiful. There is no ugliness. We only find things of less beauty or ugly because we have not got the perception. And once we have the awareness which is allied to perception, because awareness expresses itself also in perception, and what perceives is the conscious mind, but the perception of the conscious mind is very much dependent upon the conditioning of the entirety of one's mind. Right. So, how that conscious mind that we work with in daily life can be enlivened, that is the question. And they become alive through our spiritual practices. Where, for example, our doctor here, she would be thinking of some patient, and the patient turns up. We're just talking about it. Patient turns up. It's the perception, the depth of thought that is there. You see, where the connection is made immediately. You've heard people breathing. Fine. Right. You've, heard animals breathing. Have you heard trees breathing? Have you heard grass breathing? Have you heard this piece of wood breathing? I hear it all. Yes. I feel it pulsating when I touch it. Pulsates. There's energy, there's life here. Everything is life. You see. So, that is perception, awareness, and to find the totality of awareness, where beauty is found in everything. There's nothing that is ugly. Only our limited perception gives ugliness to the object. You see. For example, each and every one of you sitting here, to me, are gods and goddesses. Yeah. I see the purity within each and every one of you, and that is why you are all so beautiful to me. You see. Now, if we cannot see the God within us first, then we cannot see the God within others. Right? If we cannot really love ourselves first, then we can never love others. It would just be a attraction of the senses and of the little cunning animal that we are using upstairs here. It is useful, it serves its purposes, but that is not where we stop. That's not where we stop. We have to progress further. And why do we want to progress further? It's for our own happiness. And the more aware you become, the more beauty you perceive, the more happier you become. You see? So the goal of life is to find that joy, that happiness, that ecstasy. For example, many times you can ask Vidya, I get angry. A surface anger doesn't touch inside. Inside is love. The surface anger is to teach something. Yes. Like a child. You spank a child. Right. Showing surface anger, but inside you love the child so much. Like that. So simple. For example, husband and wife don't get along well together. The wife wants to meditate, she wants to progress in life, but the husband says, no, you can't do it. Am I reading someone's mind? No. There's a way out of it. Be more kinder to him. Stand the rebukes. Do what Christ did. Someone slaps you on one cheek, give the other. Right. And if it doesn't allow you to go and sit and meditate in the living room or the bedroom, go and sit and meditate in the loo, which means the bathroom. They say loo in England, you know. And through that, there's one thing always to be remembered very well is this, that once you become more softer and gentle within your soul, the more softer and gentler the environment becomes. Yes. I've known many people where so many of their marital problems and things have just disappeared. Because once you develop that gentleness, that love within you, your environment becomes conducive to you because you radiate that inner force, that Guru Shakti, you radiate it. And infallibly, it must be felt. Yes. Those small drops of water, they create a big hole in the toughest stone. But you got to allow it to drip. But if you throw a whole big bucket over the stone, nothing will happen. So many things have to be done gradually. The same thing applies to beauty. Now, I'm going to give you an exercise a bit later, after you have digested some of your food, how to appreciate beauty more. Okay, that'll be today's exercise. Tomorrow we're going to do a lot of things, so don't forget to come.